Simple Solutions Diva. I'm Laura Mori, and it is summertime, and that means for many families they're sending their kids off to summer camp. Well, if you're a parent who's got a child going for the very first time, I have some simple tips that will make packing up that all-important camping trunk easy. So first of all, most camps will provide you with a list of suggestions that they recommend you pack in that trunk, and use it as a guideline. And here's what I recommend. Pick up the phone and call a friend or someone you know who sent their child off to that camp, because they're going to know exactly, do you need 4 pairs of jeans or 4 towels? No, you only need 1 pair of jeans and 2 towels at the most, because they do laundry at camp. So that is the one reason you pick up the phone and call. But the other reason is sometimes you find out about things that they don't tell you in the info packet that comes from camp. As an example, ready to send my daughter off to camp, found out after talking with a girlfriend that they actually had themed nights. So I was able to plan accordingly and put in a few theme items she could wear. So that made things a lot easier, and my daughter felt like she fit right in. Next up, what you're going to want to do is take that list that you've edited, you've revised, and see, you can see I've revised my list because I'm not packing all of this stuff. You take it and you tape it to the inside of the trunk, and that way you can check things off as you put them in to make sure that you're packing what you say you're packing. And 2, your child on the other side, when they're getting ready to go, they can do a quick inventory and check, oh yeah, I did pack up those 3 towels that I needed. So it's a good way for both of you to make sure you're checking things properly. Next, kids like to have family photos. But you know, sending a kid off to camp with a frame may not be the most practical thing. It gets dirty, it gets broken, there's glass. You just don't want to do that. So make it easy on yourself and your kid. Just Xerox a color copy of family members, pets. Pop it also in the lid of the trunk. That way, when your child is going in and out, the picture's here. They don't feel uncomfortable because it's just taped on the inside. It's not like they're really checking on the photo. So that's my next tip. Next, you know how you're told to write your child's name on every single article of clothing you send them to camp with? Well, that gets a little tedious when you get down to the socks and the underwear. Oh my gosh, who wants to write names in underwear and socks? It's crazy. So here's my other tip. Buy a cheap lingerie bag, mesh bag you can buy at the grocery store. I bought this at the grocery store. You write their name on a tag or right on the zipper area, and then they use this as they use their socks and their underwear. They just put them in here when they're dirty, and then when it comes to laundry day, they zip it up, they put it in with the rest of their laundry bag, and things get washed and they don't get lost. I thought that was a brilliant idea someone gave me. I loved it. Next, there's going to be some downtime in camp. They may be sitting in their room, in their cabins, and it's just kind of quiet, and the camp counselors are encouraging them to take some quiet time. So you can send them to school, to camp with a book, or you can send them with a journal, a simple composition book, nothing fancy. You can put in some writing prompts if you want, like, how was your day? What did you do? You could just do that on the first page so that they have some questions they could maybe ask, and it's a journal that they can kind of look back on when they're done. Plus, what's great is it's a space where they can write in their friends' names and email addresses and phone numbers. So they have something when they come away from camp with all their names in it. Speaking of downtime at camp, you want to have some things that are interesting that your child can do with their friends in the cabin that are silly and fun. So I recommend packing up a large plastic bag with different things they can share with their cabin mates. So You go to the dollar store, you buy a bunch of Lays, you know, you can share them. That's wonderful and it's fun. Little funny headgear that they can wear and share with their friends. Glow sticks, you spend $1, it's no big deal. Do like, you know, word searches. You can do word searches with friends, or you buy Mad Libs. That really encourages them to do some interaction with their friends. Next up, you want to avoid sending the kids off to camp with a cell phone. Really, the whole point of camp is to get them away from these digital distractions and enjoying nature and make new friends. So I highly recommend avoiding it if possible. Next up, here is a key: a battery-powered fan and light. This is like an integral part of camp, especially if you're sending your child to camp in the South. It is hot. A fan will help keep the bugs away. The light will allow them to do some reading in the night if they want, and it won't be bothering the rest of the cabin mates. That is another helpful suggestion. And, you know, needless to say, you also want to pack a flashlight, maybe a comfy pillow, or maybe even, a mattress topper. This is really easy to make those stiff beds really comfortable. Just a little mattress topper, then you put your sheets on top. Anything that makes them feel comfy and at home, so you won't be getting a call saying, "Mom, come pick me up." So those are my tips. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next week on SimpleSolutionsDiva.com.